pictures. Every time I pull my hair with any outfit, that you find me ugly and one day you disappear. Cause what's the point of cracking it? Was never even enough. Did you ever want me? Was I ever good enough? Put boys away, put boys away.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Hello, Mom Eros. I want to tell you a short story entitled Bawang Merah and Bawang Putih. Me, Jannah, with student ID number 20523-016 as narrator, and me as Bawang Merah. Me as Bawang Putih, and then me and her stepmother Bawang Putih. Dadah. A long time ago, in a nice quiet village, there lived a wealthy merchant. He lived there together with his daughter, who has named Bawang Putih. This merchant's wife had long since passed away. The merchant was very fond of his daughter because she was obedient and kind-hearted. One day, as he came from traveling, he brought a woman and her daughter. Along with him, he wanted to marry this woman. So, Bawang Putih now had a stepmother and a stepsister who was named Bawang Merah. When her father went to trade, her stepmother and Bawang Merah would treat Bawang Putih like a servant. Bawang Putih did all the work that was ordered by her stepmother. He cleaned the house, cooked, washed clothes, and looked for fair work. If Bawang Putih's work went wrong, her stepmother would punish her by not defending her. Every morning, her stepmother and Bawang Merah took turns shooting. Hey Bawang Putih, wash my clothes! Not yet finished washing clothes, Bawang Putih would then be called by her stepmother. Bawang Putih, prepare breakfast now! We are hungry! And Bawang Putih said, "Okay, Mom." One day, Bawang Putih's father returned home and fell ill. He was very ill, and Bawang Putih was very sad. Because of it, she never left her father alone. However, could decided differently. Bawang Putih's father did. "Father, don't leave Bawang Putih, father." While Bawang Putih wept and cried, her stepmother and Bawang Merah were excited because the property and house of Bawang Putih's father now belonged to them. Look, Bawang Merah, he finally did it! Yes, Mom, you'll be rich! Bawang Putih's life was miserable after her father died. She no longer had her father to love and comfort her. Her stepmother and Bawang Merah further tortured her. Tried to be patient, but sometimes she would cry at night. Lord, please help me. Why are they always evil to me? One day, Bawang Putih went to the river to wash clothes. She was sleepy and hungry, and her body was weak. While washing, Bawang Putih didn't realize that her stepmother's favorite shawl had soaked away. When she put all the clothes back into the basket, she was surprised to find her stepmother's scarf was not there. Mother's favorite scarf is gone. Oh no, it is drifting down the river. What should I do? Don't go home, mother will scold me. Finally, Bawang Putih decided to go back down to the river to look for her stepmother's scarf. In the middle of the road, she met a farmer who was washing his cow. "Uncle, did you see a red scarf floating down the river?" The farmer nodded and replied, "It's so. Oh yes, I saw it The scarf was taken by an old grandmother who was washing clothes by the river. The old grandmother's house is on the mountains. Bawang Putih immediately headed up the mountain. There she found a wooden house. Bawang Putih knocked on the door of the house. "Excuse me, Grandma, did you find my mother's red scarf?" The old grandmother came out of the house and greeted Bawang Putih. "Hi dear, let's go in the house. What is your name?" "My name is Bawang Putih, Grandma." The old grandmother would give the red scarf back with one condition. Bawang Putih must help her first. Bawang Putih agreed. All day she helped the grandmother cook, look for firewood, clean the house, and wash clothes. For Bawang Putih, all this work was easy because she was used to doing it. Finally, it was time for Bawang Putih to leave for home. The grandma gave her the shawl. "Bawang Putih, this is the red scarf you are looking for. Oh, I want to give you a gift, a pumpkin for your because you helped me. Choose which one you like." On the table were both small and large pumpkins. Bawang Putih chose a small pumpkin because she also had to carry a basket full of clothes home. I choose the small one, Grandma." "Okay, take this little pumpkin, but remember, you can open this pumpkin until you go home, understand?" "Yes, Grandma, I will do everything you said." Arriving at home, Bawang Putih was scolded by her stepmother and Bawang Merah. "Where have you been? How dare you got without my permission, Bawang Putih?" "Forgive me, Mother. I was... Stop! Enough, Bawang Putih. We don't need your excuses." They continued to beat her. Then they saw the pumpkin brought by Bawang Putih. "Cut the pumpkin and cook it. We are starving because of you." Took the knife and split the pumpkin. What a surprise! The pumpkin was full of sparkling and expensive jewelry. "Huh? Where did you get the pumpkin, Bawang Putih?" Bawang Putih then told them everything. "Oh, Bawang Putih, you should have chosen a large pumpkin. It would have had more jewelry." Hearing the words of Bawang Merah, the stepmother finally got the idea. Bawang Merah said, "Looks like I have an idea." The next day, the stepmother and Bawang Merah went to the river. They deliberately washed away the red scarf, then secretly they followed the veil as it washed away. Sure enough, the red scarf was picked up by the old grandmother. The stepmother and Bawang Merah followed the old grandmother who went up to the mountain. As they walked, Bawang Merah complained about how far it was. "I'm tired, Mom. Let's just go home," Mom said. "Bawang Merah, be patient. Soon we'll get even more jewelry than Bawang Putih." "But I'm tired, Mom. I said be patient." Arriving at the old grandmother's house, the stepmother and Bawang Merah knocked on the door. The old grandmother welcomed them warmly. Then the stepmother and Bawang Merah pretended to be sad and asked about the red scarf. "Dear grandmother, did you find my mother's red scarf?" "Oh yes, it just so happens that grandma found it on the river." Just like with Bawang Putih, the grandmother would give them the shawl if they helped her. The only way to get the pumpkin was to work to help the old grandma, but they still couldn't stop complaining. "I'm so tired. If it weren't for the pumpkins, Mama, I wouldn't do this." "Yes, I'm also tired. Hopefully, there will be even more jewelry inside this pumpkin." Finally, Bawang Merah and the stepmother finished their work at the old grandmother's house and said good. The old grandmother gave the shawl Bawang Merah and her mother. On the table, there were two pumpkins, one large and one small. "Choose one pumpkin as a gift for me," and the stepmother. And of course, the stepmother in Bawang Merah chose the largest pumpkin. Of course, Grandma, I choose the big one, Grandma. Yes, choose the big one. Remember, don't open the pumpkin before you get home. Yes, Grandma, that's for sure. We'll go home first, Grandma. On the way, the stepmother and Bawang Merah split the big pumpkin. They were impatient to get their hands on the jewelry inside. Mom, let's open this pumpkin now that our grandmother will not know. Yeah, let's open it. I'm also curious. However, they were in for quite a surprise because inside the pumpkin were venomous animals such as snakes, scorpions, spiders, and centipedes. They were but bitten by a snake. Oh, what's this? What's this? Where is the jewelry? Wait, do you have this animal inside? It's hard. What's up with the mom? I also got bitten. As they were still in the middle of the forest, no one came to help them. The stepmother and Bawang Merah teeth from the snake pit. Their greed brought them to disaster. Meanwhile, Bawang Putih lived happily ever after. The jewelry given by the old grandmother making her rich. She continued her father's business and enjoyed the fruits of her obedience and kindness. And then, the moral of the story is people who are evil and greedy will be rewarded accordingly. However, every good deed will have good results too. Okay, that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next time.